to on the planet is having women unapologetically and uncompromisingly ask for what they want out of life and honor their true voice. I really believe the brightness of a woman is her most vital access point to really cultivating who she is on the planet.
That women are expected to be good at loving, at taking care of others, at being in relationships, and I think of that as the lover side of the woman. That's very much endorsed, and usually as women we're pretty good at that. But there's a whole other side to being that I would call the warrior side. This is about fierceness, about boundaries, about laying down how you want it to be and taking a stand for that.
Deep femininity and fierceness and incredible intelligence, a tremendous amount of care and gumption, bravery, courage.
One of the things that I love most about being a woman and about women is this full range of emotions and feelings that we experience in any given moment.
And I'm now learning through this beautiful sisterhood, really stepping into my power to manifest and to allow and to call in by even just by holding my desires as sacred.
A good friend and a strong woman once told me that, you know, in the beginning of relationship, we bring all of our best parts out, you know, all those good and sweet parts, and that's the parts that we start to fall in love with someone else. But to bring the dark parts out, to bring those shadow parts out and feel loved there, like that is really powerful, and that's the real intimacy, to bring out those despicable parts.
I believe one of the most powerful things you can do to step into your power as a woman in this day and age is to explore and share your vulnerability. To really look at your life and go within and find out what is it that terrifies you? What is it that you're scared of? What is it that you feel shame or guilt around?
Find out what your version of an extraordinary woman is. Next time you're faced with a choice, whether it's what to wear, how to react, how to respond, pretend you are watching a movie screen and you're the main character. What would have you clap most for her? What would have you be most proud? And then do that. Not so that you can get the agreement of everybody or appeal to the masses, but what would have you most think she's extraordinary? You do that, you will create for yourself that you are an epic woman that you are proud of.
To take teachings and to turn them into embodied exercises, where the teaching becomes something that you experientially learn, is infinitely more powerful, creates massive transformation than any lecture. It just leaves it in the dust. I learned this from Jennifer Russell.
I've noticed it in Jennifer. And it's thinking that has courage in it that allows you to follow your thoughts wherever they're going instead of cut off when it gets a little too scary or unfamiliar, not comfortable. She doesn't do that. And I encourage all of us. I'm practicing, and I encourage you to join me. When we embrace that authentic truth, I think what happens is a more full realization of who we really are, and finally the courage to actually say that truth.
The ability I admire in so many of the powerful feminine leaders in today's world, both in media, in popular culture, in my circle, my community, my tribe, is the ability to cultivate a sexual attractiveness, cultivate our sexual power, to cultivate our sexual drive, and to use that energy in a way that enlivens our experience, enlivens humanity, enlivens the masculine.
And one of the things that I've learned over the past few years is that as women, we have this beautiful sensuality, this movement that flows through us, this softness and these waves that flow through us. And because we're in such a masculine world, we feel like we have to keep it still in order to be powerful. And what I've learned is that that softness and that sensuality that flows through us can be something that punctuates our voice, can be something that that gives us emphasis into our power.
One of the things that gives me hope for the future and for the world is this generation of women in their 30s and 40s that are so full of vibrancy and sexuality and brilliance and are giving their gifts to the world and at the same time valuing relationships and are so sexy and full of bling and pizzazz. And it's an inspiration to people of my generation.
There used to be a time when a woman had to choose. Am I going to be smart or am I going to be sexy? And in today's world, we don't have to make that choice. In fact, we find that the more smart you are, the sexier you become.
She has this knack of being able to be smart and sexy and make that okay. And she models that, and it's really important for us sexy smart girls to be able to know that that's okay in the world.
A quality that I see with powerful women around me is the ability to look at someone and see their jewels, see the treasures within, beyond the circumstances.
I never anticipated that accepting more of my feminine could allow me to be more powerful in business.
There's an aspect to the feminine that I've always admired, which is being alluring.
This is how you maintain your sense of beauty, inspiration, exploration, autonomy.
So I am deeply inspired by this generation of women, of which Jennifer Russell is a leader.
Jennifer has been one of the greatest teachers for me in just being really okay and almost in love with this aspect of being a woman.
She's a moving navigator of this space in everything she touches.
Jennifer seduces the best out of everyone she meets. When I think of a Wonder Woman and I think of a wonderful woman, I think of Jennifer Russell.
I see the world in a whole new way, and a conversation with her is somewhere between a karate chop and a caress. It will kick your ass and at the same time expand your capacity for love. And that is why she is my teacher.
And she has this quality where she can walk in a room and be not noticed, or she can walk in a room and all eyes will turn, or she can walk in a room and every woman feels so welcomed by her presence.
But in working with Jennifer, I learned about the mindset of contribution, of always looking to give more. And then, surprisingly, you have more for yourself. It's funny how it works. It's looking for ways to go further for people, and in doing that, you go beyond your boundaries. So you are giving more, and all of a sudden, you realize you have more to give.
We want to create community here, such that you are each giving each other a full 360 view of each other's lives and helping create that crucible for growth so that what becomes possible for you is exponentially bigger. You guys, all of us collectively, are here to provide the value to each other.